This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Well, and a pleasant good evening, live from Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of the regionals. This is an exciting time of the year if you're a basketball fan, because get yourself strapped in because it's fast and furious, and it will be that way for the next couple of weeks. So glad you could join us for the night. In fact, we're going to be twice double the feature, as Nathan Davis, camera operator, color commentator, and myself, Eric Sherem, going to be with you for the long haul. It's 4 teams. 2 of them will advance after a championship game is declared for tomorrow night. Girls had action last night. We had 6 games on the network. We have 6 games tonight, so get ready for a basketball night. So if you're kind of bouncing around, we don't mind that at all. If you download the app, you can catch us on Apple and Android devices, Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. For those who are watching on YouTube, connect to us socially. Facebook, Instagram, and X is where you can find us. But we have the Newcastle Racers and the Southeast Spartans that are going to battle it out on the court tonight. Newcastle, kind of a team on a mission. Got to see them a little bit. I saw them play against MacArthur earlier on, right after the holiday break. And we got to see Newcastle actually the very first in December, right before the holidays, in the Great Plains Invitational, which they went on to win. So, like I said, they're a fun team to watch. They're up and down the court. This should be an interesting night, but I will say we're going to lean towards the OSN teams tonight, and I think it could be a clean sweep, and we'll start with the Racers tonight. Looking forward to some great basketball tonight, Nathan.
Yes, that's right. I mean, like you said, we have a doubleheader tonight. These teams are vying to make the state title run here and state playoffs here coming up, and then they're both, looking to polish things up to make the final push here. And Newcastle at 21-2, they're a great basketball team with over 1,500 points on the year, averaging 66 points a game. And I'm sure that they're looking to continue that scoring barrage tonight. Well,
someone's done their homework, so you can kind of brag up of what the Newcastle Racers have been all season long. And like I said, this is when you want to play your best basketball. And I think you're going to see that, because then you go for regional. Yeah, you get a little bit of hardware for it, a regional championship. Then you go to area. But then out of area, there's only 8 teams that make the state, 4 from the west side, 4 from the east side. You want to be in that mix so you can try to hoist a gold ball. We've got 3 minutes before the starting lineups, the national anthem, and the Battle Royale here in Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of this matchup. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Like, there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, then add up to 3 options like Arlo secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit gopioneer.com today.
Newcastle Racer basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network, one of our 13 schools in action tonight. And if it's just anything like football, we had 13 schools, 8 made the playoffs, 5 made the semifinals. We're looking at that. This could be the same kind of rundown with our basketball teams with Dell City, Carl Albert, Midwest City. You got Lawton High. You got Newcastle. We're going to see all of those teams tonight as both teams come to the bench in the final 10 seconds or so. If they do go to the national anthem, we'll cut away for a quick break, and then we'll come back with our starting lineups. I assume they will probably do a national anthem rendition, but we'll find out here shortly as the public address announcer will get us started here from Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of this matchup between the Southeast Spartans and the Newcastle Racers. As you mentioned, Newcastle with only 2 losses on the season. Very, very impressive, and they have been I love their tenacity. I mean, their defense, they just will swarm. I mean, they are on you. I mean, they rotate around so well that you better be on your A game. So they are making their introduction, and I think that they are going to do the national anthem. So we're going to take a quick timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Stuck inside for Wi-Fi? Not this summer. With Pioneer Fiber, get backyard Wi-Fi up to 950 feet from your home. So you can binge, game, Zoom, or work straight from your hammock. Add it for just $9.95 a month or get it free with a gig bundle. That's cheaper than your cold brew fix. Visit a Pioneer store or gopioneer.com and level up your summer.
And welcome aboard back here at the Newcastle Racer Gym. And the Newcastle Racers, as they're going to kind of put out the lights a little bit and kind of do a little, kind of a good introduction. And we're going to start off with the visiting Southeast Spartans. So Cordell McDonald, Cormel, Elgin Evans, a senior number 5 is Lamar Veely, senior number 34, Daquan Jenkins. That's your starting lineups, and it's brought to you by the HMS Heating and Air and Plumbing. Heating and Air and Plumbing, serving residential homes and commercial businesses here in Newcastle and the entire metro for more than 40 years. Roger, Karen, and Chris can take care of you. Give them a call, 405-392-5413. Now for the home team of the Newcastle Racers. Kind of see all the lights are out. Pretty dark up here in the booth here with Nathan and I, and we're going to use the Newcastle Racers starting lineup. So number 1, Joey Folsom. He's a guard at 5'11". At guard number 6'2", it's a guard, Cole Seeley. He's just a sophomore. Number 3, Colton Bremer. He's a 6'2" senior. Number 4 is Ivan Atwe Donkor. He's a 6'4" senior. And number 5, TJ Williams, a forward, at 6'8". He can get up on the floor, and that is your starting lineups, brought to you by HMS. Now they'll get the floodlights back on, and we'll adjust our eyes. We'll put our scoreboard up with our 8 on the board, and we're getting ready for action. Nathan Davis, along with myself, Eric Sherem, and the first quarter sponsor. It's going to be Focus Federal Credit Union. Want more money in your pocket? When you open a new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union, you'll enjoy a 1.9 APR for the first 6 months. Smart move for consolidating balances and so much more. Apply at focusok.com. Your vision, our focus. Focus Federal Credit Union, proud supporters of the Newcastle Racers and regional basketball. And we're getting ready for the opening tip.
Not an opening tip tonight. I think there's a technical pregame.
We had a technical. So what's happened here is that either someone slam dunked or did something before the game, and you see this every once in a while. But the technical shot taken up.
And Southeast
we'll take it out there.
Yeah.
So Southeast was able to open up with a technical, and they score first with no opening tip, and they're up 1-0, and we're underway. So Southeast is going to be in their dark blues, Newcastle in their home whites. Going to be a feed down below, congestion caught up and stolen, and the Racers come quickly down the court. Stops, pops for a 3-ball, and irons that out. And an HMS 3, just like that. We'll start off for the Newcastle Racers. And they start off, I guess, basically what you think they would, kind of red hot.
Oh, yes. The team as good as they are, they're going to look to control early.
And that's what I'm saying about defense and then in transition. They're just going to come and kill you in transition, but they was a little bit high off the mark, so I spoke too soon, high off the rim, and here comes the Southeast Spartans trying to cross the timeline, which they do, just underway with a minute off of the first quarter clock. 3-1 and a miss pass, steal. He missed the last layup. I'm not gonna say that. You got to feel pretty bad. Outside corner for 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by the Racers. Newcastle crosses the timeline. Not waiting, no hesitation. Stops and pops for a side 3 and hits it. Back-to-back threes and a timeout is called. 32nd by Southeast, and we'll keep it here. So that's what we say about the danger of transition, but then also back-to-back threes for the Newcastle Racers, and they lead 6-1, only with an opening technical that got the one basket to start this game. As we mentioned, we've got Del City in action, Midwest City and Altus, Carl Albert, those are all games. And then the MacArthur Highlanders and Lawton High Wolverines will be playing in the 7:30 slotted games. So whether you're watching on YouTube or we encourage you, when you have YouTube up, you can see all the lives and you back out and then you can go to another live. Same thing with our app. You can do the same thing. If you've not downloaded the app, I would encourage you to do so. It's free to download, free to watch, and you'll be able to keep up with all of the mayhem during basketball season. Southeast will inbounds and with a little bit of pressure, as we're normally seeing against Newcastle defense. And they are, like I say, they're in your face tight. They'll play tight, and they'll swarm. Splits the defenders, outside shot for a 3-ball on the way, and hits it. So you answer points with points. You do it in a very good style. The only way that you want to now cut the lead to 6-4.
Playing a team like Newcastle, you got to be able to hit transition threes, just like they have been doing if you want to stay in it.
Well, bounced pass underneath and got caught away, and Newcastle with a turnover. So Southeast, they are in their dark blues. Newcastle in their home whites. So different. Football is different. Football is your dark colors and your aways are your whites.
Yeah,
basketball has always been the other way around.
I think football and hockey are the ones where darks at home and lights away.
Low post, throws back out for a 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Ivan. Quick feed down below, and that's well guarded. Stolen by Southeast. Keeping it a close contest, 6-4 just at the 5:20 mark. Down below, Newcastle was down a game that I was watching when we were done in the network, and we just thought they were dead to rights, and they just came back, just with a fury. thought the game was over in district play. And so Newcastle will never get themselves in a bind where they can't get out of a jam. Crosses the timeline. Colton looking for a little bit of help. No, he said, I'll take it. You're going to let me shoot. And he had the opening three. He's got another one with the HMS 3-ball. And the Racers now extend the lead 9-4. Southeast looks to drive, kick out. Corner three, no good. Loose ball picked up by Ivan. Little bounce pass. No, that's a bounce pass to Ivan. Ivan goes for the slam, and there's a whistle and a foul going up with the push. And he'll go to the line shooting two. And the HMS charity stripe opportunity. Don't forget to ask about their Comfort Keeper program that provides discounts and keeps your system running smooth and reliable all year long. Ivan to the line shooting two. First shot up and good. Brings it to double digits to bring to 10. Not quite halfway through the first quarter. Second shot coming up. Nails them both. That's important. You want to make sure that you get those, because in tight games, man, it really may come down to free throw shooting. Full court press. On to Southeast. Will they get it across the timeline? And it's stolen. So here comes the Racers. Stops and pops for a 3-ball on the way, and he hits it.
That kid's on fire tonight.
When it rains, it pours, and the threes are raining in for the Newcastle Racers, and they lead by 10. And now we're almost getting close to the halfway point of the first quarter. Southeast in a little bit of trouble of trying to get – they got that out of nowhere and comes back and gets the close bucket underneath because it was almost stolen. Looks to drive. Outside. Oh, a nice give and go underneath. Up off the glass for two is good. And back up to a 10-point lead and a whistle to stop. Substitutions coming in. .343 here in quarter one. Your Focus Federal Credit Union first quarter. Proudly supporting the Newcastle Racers. Boy, get tied up right there. See, that's what I'm talking about, their defense. It's like double teamed. All the time you see two guys. I knew one guy's open, and that's the danger. He gets the first one and then the second one up.
They're active. Yeah, they're very active.
They are swarming to the ball wherever it is.
And they got great length, too. I was noticing the starting lineup, almost, I think all the starters there are over 6 feet tall.
Over 6 foot, yeah.
So they got great length. They can cover the court, and then they're very athletic.
Launches that, gets the rebound. 3-ball from way downtown. Arcs round the rim and out. And Southeast sticking with the game plan, but now stolen. Coming back down the other way. Outside corner, 3-ball on the way. Bounces iron, no good. Rebound, Racers. Back up top. Hits the rim and out. Southeast with the rebound. So Southeast had the opportunity of taking the offensive or the defensive boards out their second rebound. Tries to go outside the lane, kick out, 3-ball off, misses the mark, off the glass. Into the hands of Colton as Brammer crosses the timeline. Dribbles between his legs, little flare out. Drives the lane, uncontested, up and in for the deuce. And another timeout is called as it back to a 10-point lead. That's going to be a 30-second timeout, so it is a 30-second, so we'll keep it here. Well, I don't know. Have you read, I know you read their record and you went over this stuff. Were you able to see Newcastle in person yet?
Oh, I have not.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is to watch is not really, the threes are nice. Really respect their defense. And when you double team a guy, that means a guy's open, but can he get that penetrated through? And they did that one time, and they got the shot underneath. But for the most part, that's not going to happen a lot because either going to be a turnover and then it's a points in transition, and that's why you get a 10-point ball game with 2:18 left to go here in quarter one. We'll stay here for the second game tonight. Lawton High Wolverines and the Duncan Demons. Of course, Lawton High, one of our teams. Newcastle, one of our teams. We're covering most of the teams that we can in regionals. Had some girls' actions last night. And we get a full slate of guys. Championship games tomorrow. So 4 in a region. 2 will play each other for a championship. The loser for tonight's game will end their season. So you can say there's a lot to play for. The 2:06 mark. And that was safely put out of bounds. Newcastle will cross the timeline. Will feed over that, like alley-oop underneath, and he was able to get it over his defender. But he was just out of position, so the shot was inerrant and comes up empty. Southeast on the return, comes up, floater up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Racers. Here comes Newcastle, slows it up just a bit, waits for a little bit of help. Outside corner, bounce pass down underneath. Inside the paint, turnaround jumper. Bounce once, twice, no good. So Newcastle kind of in a little slump right now. They've hit some good threes to beginning with a $1:28 left to go in quarter one. There's that defense, and there's the potential steal, but Southeast was able to come up with it. Down underneath, up through, and then out of the hands of the intended receiver, and he lets that sail out of bounds. So out of bounds, turnover. Newcastle Racers with the ball. They'll just toss pass over to Brammer, and Brammer will walk it up. Cross at the timeline, he'll get a little bit of a pick, rolls to the left. 3-ball, boy, they are out. Their range is so, it's not right on the line. It's about almost a foot outside the line. Double dribble is the call, so a turnover down underneath. Kind of keeping Southeast kind of in it. They're down by 10, but it's just kind of whether they can break this press or not. And try to do that and get it stolen as Brammer picks the pocket, goes. Little outlet pass to the right, rims out. Loose ball picked up. Turnaround jumper is no good. Loose ball thrown out, and it's going to go the other way. 40 seconds remain here in a fast quarter. And your Focus Federal Credit Union. You'll get all the perks of banking local. Friendly service, fast support, people who actually know your name. Apply at focusok.com for that 1.9 APR, 1.99 APR for the first 6 months of your MasterCard Focus Federal Credit Union card. Well, some ugliness underneath with the transition of trying to get that ball out. Goes out of bounds. Whistle, and it's going to stay on this end. The final 20 seconds. Both teams not really doing anything after this 10-point lead of 18-8.
And the Racers are red hot from beyond the arc when they haven't hit one in a while.
Yeah. Well, we always say it rains, it pours. And sometimes there's a drought. Looks to a little nice fade, put back up and in for a deuce is good.
That's a nice looking mid-range jumper there for the end of the drought.
Final 3 seconds. Going to put it up 2-1 at the buzzer, and it hits the iron and no good. 22-8. Newcastle leads after one. We'll be back with quarter number 2 right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Well, a Newcastle Racer Gym, and glad to have you along. Nathan Davis, myself, Eric Sherr. I'm going to be with you along the hall for a doubleheader. Coach Jesse Brown, we got a little glimpse of him, and final adjustments here. We'll get into our second quarter. Second quarter is brought to you by Chris Dumm, Allstate agent. He knows what life is here in Newcastle. You can choose your car and home to fit your lifestyle and your budget. He also knows how important it is to do the same when it comes to insurance. Looking forward to get you know you a little bit better, helping you find the solutions that meet your needs. Call 405-392-2390. Well, welcome into the second quarter now. Newcastle with the ball. Outside range, no. Hits the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Southeast. Southeast going to fumble and trip their way into a steal. So 3-on-1. Up off the glass too much. Newcastle comes up with the rebound. Inside the lane, Moy, there's a little bit of contact there, no whistle. And then Southeast comes up with the rebound. So we've kind of seen this kind of before. I think sometimes you kind of play down to your opponents. I'm not trying to say anything against Southeast, but the intensity as it rattles in and out.
Yeah, sometimes some teams will get caught doing that, and players think they can coast through things sometimes. And as a coach, you don't want your players to do that at all.
All right, see, like that. I mean, just kind of a lazy pass, a little bit too much. Didn't need, and you know what? You're not going to see that in a highly contested game, but it's kind of like you play down sometimes to your competition. You got to kind of overcome that. You got to get the mental challenges that it's an opponent, and really sometimes you're just playing against yourself. Racers with a decent lead to start this second quarter. Southeast crosses the timeline. There's McDonald. Back up top. Back over to McDonald. Cormel looks to drive. Oh, and it kind of loses his balance, but there is a whistle on the floor. I'm going to say with the push. So the Racers are going to pick up only their first team foul. Foul is going to be on Owen Wright, and that's going to be his first. Team's first of the first quarter, or the second quarter. Remember, there is no more bonus in Oklahoma high school basketball. It's basically 5 team fouls will get you to a bonus and will remain there until the end of the quarter, and then they will start fresh with a new quarter. Tries to get that little, good deflection and a good fight for it on the ground, and they will call it jump ball. So a good fight for it. Sometimes you see jump balls called really quick. That one was a little bit later of who was really going to control that, but the possession arrow is going to go in favor of Southeast. So the Spartans will retain possession, this time without a press. So they'll walk it quietly across the timeline. A little dish out. And we got a whistle. It's going to be a hold there. So Jonte Sloan's going to pick up his first. Going to be the team's second. Feed down underneath. It kind of goes off of his hands and out of bounds. So Newcastle will take advantage, and the Racers will get the turnover. 22-8, Newcastle with the lead. Got a lot of games on the network. Glad you could join us on YouTube. Give us a follow there. If you've not downloaded our free app, do so on Apple and Android devices. Feed down below. Back up top. Now we'll go low post against 2. Kick out for a wide open 3. Bounces off, no good, but the rebound picked up. And then tapped away from behind. A steal. Here comes the Racers. Going to go up with it, and they're going to be a foul on the way in. Get to see this on our instant replay of right there. Just a little bit too much. Your HMS instant replay. Goes to the line. Your HMS charity stripe bounces once and out. Don't forget to ask about their Comfort Keeper program that provides discounts, keeps your system running smooth and reliable all year long. Give them a call, 405-392-5413. Second shot coming up. Back iron's no good. So Owen misses the opportunity at the free throw, and we still stay at 22-8 with 5:05 remaining here in the second quarter. There again, what did I tell you about this defense, Nathan?
They're just so
they,
good.
they just swarm and they steal and they pick from behind. They're right on top of you, and Southeast trying to do the same thing, but a little drive up and in, up off just a little finger roll tip is good for the deuce.
Very rarely have the Spartans able to bring the ball up court easily. Like right there, they're just staying active, staying in his pocket. Hands are active. They got great length, so they can cover a lot of court and just making it tough for teams to play against them. And they're another steal over there.
Yeah, they're fun to watch. I mean, I'd like to just see their statistics about, oh, man, I thought he was going to take a little walk as a little dish-out pass for the wide-open shot for a three-ball. And the HMS, it still reigns quite nicely in Racer Gym.
Transition threes are one of my favorite plays in all of sports.
Well, and they're really taking it to right now.
Yes, they hit several of them.
A little comfortable lead here for the Racers as they kind of extend their lead with 3:50 left to go here. Remember, the team that loses will end their season, pack it up. The other will advance to the regional championship, which will be played tomorrow night. Goes coast to coast. Nice fake pass. Then up off the glass, but it does not fall. Loose ball picked up by the Racers. Going to try again. Baseline. Kick out top for a three ball on the way. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Southeast. And the Spartans going to cross the timeline. Cross the big blue N at Racer Gym. 3:08 remaining. Down below and a nice little move inside the lane, inside the paint. Good for Deuce. For two. And they get to double digits. But Williams answers on the other end of the floor just like that. So don't celebrate with your bucket. Get back on defense, and a whistle for a substitution and a timeout for a shoe tie. Deacon Miles will check in the ball game. Remember, the second game featured tonight will be the Lawton High Wolverines against the Duncan Demons. They are very familiar with each other. Got a long history of playing each other in sports. Looking forward to that one coming up. Got Carl Albert in action right now. Midwest City playing Altus right now. Del City in action, playing Guyman. So we got a lot of 13 teams on the network, and we've got a lot of basketball for you and a lot of girls in action last night. Guys playing tonight. Championships tomorrow. Going to look for a little bit of, there's just, you're going to have to do this. And luckily they have a shooter that's going to be able to get that in for a three ball. But they come down, try to answer a three on the other side. No good. Rebounded by the Spartans. And we're just at the 2-minute mark here of the second quarter before the half. We'll look to drive. And there's going to be a charge, it's called. So the offensive foul will make the turnover, and the Newcastle Racers will inbounds, up 29-13. 1:50 remain here before the half. We'll try to keep you with some scores across the network. Outside three on away. No, misses the mark. Into the hands of Southeast. Spartan's going to go coast to coast with it. Does a little Euro step inside the lane, misses. Opportunity saved by Newcastle as it almost went out of bounds. Outside corner three, here it comes. Rattles in and out. Southeast with a rebound with 1:19. The other thing is, too, you got to keep your legs a little bit because you got to play a championship game tomorrow.
That's a quick turnaround for these teams.
It is, well, and you know, that's what's going to be next week. And then the finals is the same way. It's like quarterfinals, semifinals, finals in 3 nights. So get ready. I mean, if you don't have your conditioning in by now, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, they started right around holidays. Took a little bit of break. Some of them went into some tournaments. But we always say when you get into January, they really start to figure some stuff out. And then February is a blur. It's a short month anyway. Final 55 seconds remaining. Oh, a reverse baseline layup is up and good. Just like that for the Racers to extend the lead 31-13. Final 40 seconds. Next year, the upper classes, such as this, will see a shot clock. That will be interesting. Most teams, though, do not play stall ball in 5A, 6A. I don't really see it, you know. Now, I do know there's a lot of stall ball that's played in the smaller classes, but the large classes will start off with a shot clock first, and then they will follow after that. But that will be the new rule instituted next year. Just like 2 years ago, they did the elimination of the 1-and-1. Turnaround jumper up off the glass. Count it as Williams gets the bucket and the harm and the foul. And he'll go to the charity stripe. Your HMS charity stripe. Serving residential homes, commercial businesses in Newcastle and the entire metro area for more than 40 years. Give them a call, 405-392-5413, or go to hmscomfort.com to check out all their services. Well, he doesn't make it a three-point swing, but gets it to rattle in and out, and the final 16 seconds remain with a 20-point lead. There's that swarming defense. There's the steal. There's the pickpocket. There's the roll. But Southeast was able to come up with it. 2 seconds. You're going to have to launch it. And no, it's going to be 0.4 seconds, so it's an inbounds, a heave-ho, and throw. Clock won't start until it hits the hand, so it's got to immediately pass and throw it in right now. Up and no good. So we are at the half. It's a 20-point Newcastle lead, 33-13 with about a 10-minute break. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again.
We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma, because we wouldn't be a community without you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, then add up to 3 options like Arlo secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit gopioneer.com today.
CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Stuck inside for Wi-Fi? Not this summer. With Pioneer Fiber, get backyard Wi-Fi up to 950 feet from your home, so you can binge, game, Zoom, or work straight from your hammock. Add it for just $9.95 a month, or get it free with a gig bundle. That's cheaper than your cold brew fix. Visit a Pioneer store or gopioneer.com and level up your summer.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Where sports is our middle name, we are the Oklahoma Sports Network. We are at the half where Newcastle leads 33-13. The loser will pack it up for the season. Winner will advance to the regional championship playing tomorrow, and they will play the winner of the other second game, which will be Lawton High Wolverines against the Duncan Demons. So Got about 2.5 minutes, so we'll kind of keep it here and be back for second half action right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Well, they got the 1 minute warning getting ready for third quarter action here at the Racer Gym. A third quarter is one of my favorites, is Luigi's. And Luigi's in Newcastle. I mean, this came back from Luigi coming to the U.S. from Italy. Now his grandkids are serving same family recipes that they have loved for generations with a modern twist. Fresh dishes, bold flavors, true Italian hospitality. Taste of the tradition at Luigi's with locations in Newcastle, Chickasha, and Yukon. As Luigi's always says, enter as friends, leave as family. They are your third quarter sponsor for Newcastle Racer basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Both teams getting ready. It's the 8 o'clock. 8 is on the board for the start. Don't forget, Lawton High and Duncan will be the second game featured here on the network. Wasn't able to get those scores. I will here shortly. We've got Del City in action. And we're going to inbounds. Newcastle will start off with the ball, and we'll just take it straight to the hoop. So we don't even have to worry about that. Just take it right straight up. And that's how it's done. So the Racers will extend their lead. It's going to be a slam dunk. We'll get to see this here on instant replay. Why not, eh? And the HMS slam it home for the Newcastle Racers. And back to action.
Is that defense you've been raving about all night, Eric? Led to that fast break steal and a dunk.
That's what's going to make them very dangerous. I on a run to state, basically. So now we got a little bit of a contested bucket counts. So we're going to have the opportunity for the N1 for the Southeast Spartans. A little bend at the legs. Up and in. And out. So misses an opportunity for the N1 to make it a three-point swing. Racers with the ball. Racers in all white. Southeast in their darks. Shot missed. Rebound. Coming back the other against four and was rejected. Just taken away and just blocked from behind. All ball. Coming back down the other way and contested, and there's going to be a whistle on the floor.
I mean, that 6'8" frame, you're going to get big blocks and big dunks.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you get. Oh, I thought he was going to get a little
try a little razzle-dazzle there and just
and then
couldn't
it
get
just
it off.
right against his leg, and so I think he wasn't contemplating that. By the way, Newcastle already has 4 team fouls in this third quarter, so one more and they will put Southeast in the bonus. Southeast with only 1. Turnaround jumper is back iron, no good. Loose ball picked up by Southeast. 6:12 remaining in the third quarter. In your Luigi's third quarter. And another whistle on the floor away from the ball. And with the push against Southeast. And we'll pick up their second offensive foul, and that is going to be, I don't have a 5. They're calling, and they must be, it's Veely, who was on a number 10 on my roster, I guess. Here is a number 5. Puts that one, drains that in for an HMS 3 ball. Is good for the home team to get to 40. Almost stole it again, coming back from behind. And, you can't play lazy ball with Newcastle. I'll just tell you what, they are just on you in a millisecond. Looks to drive, stops, and then looks for a little help out behind as a trailer, but it's a white Newcastle jersey. Goes straight to the hoop. See this on the instant replay and the HMS replay. Right there, a little bit too much on the body. And he'll go to the line, shooting 2 in the HMS charity stripe. Serving this area in Oklahoma for 40 years. Give them a call for heat and air needs. It's the first one to fall in. Second one coming up is also good. So as Folsom hits both of those, and a whistle, I think this is going to be the 5th team foul on Newcastle. So we should be going, they didn't announce it unless they just didn't get that right on the board, but it shows 5 on the board. Goes strong to the hoop, and there's another whistle, and now we'll go to the line. Got to have to. And in the bonus for the remainder of this quarter. So Seeley is called with the foul. Shot up and in. And Cormel McDonald for his second shot is back iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, though. Bounce pass underneath. Boy, you put it on the floor, it's dangerous, but he takes one step around and was able to drop it in. So he played a little Houdini. Was able to come up with a shot. 3 ball out of the way. Misses the mark. Loose ball picked up by the Spartans. Here comes Southeast on the other end of the floor. Bounce pass top of the key. He tells him to clear out. He wants a little bit of lane room. Outside bounce pass underneath, but too much. And defense is there to tap their way into the Newcastle Racers. Spin move around, outside for a 3 ball out of the way. That's a little short, but they got to where Colton is. Colton Brahmer is just all over the floor, defense and offense. And Bramer will be looking to try to be our player of the game, the kind of game that he's had so far. Nathan, I'll get your opinion after a while. We'll kind of decide who that will be, the conclusion of this contest. 4:35, though, in the third quarter. Kind of slowed the pace down. We had a very fast-paced first half and a lot of fouls going on, a stoppage of play. So Bremer hits both, makes it 44-18. Not quite halfway through the third quarter, and that's a steal. 2-on-1 up off the glass, a little bit too much, but into the hands of a racer underneath. They're going to get tied up. I'm going to say too much of a push or a hold on the arm. Okay, that's why they switched it. There's only 3 team fouls in Newcastle, 5 for Southeast, and that's why. That's why I knew something was wrong. So I'm not going to the line. Well, someone must have told the scorekeeper on the because we're relying on that just as much as anybody else is. The HMS free throw is able to go in. Second shot is also good. Don't stress. You can call HMS at 405-392-5413 or go to hmscomfort.com to check out all of their services. HMS. Proud supporters of Newcastle Racer basketball. Now we're halfway point of the third quarter. Looks to drive. Double teamed again. Splits the double. Goes around the rim. Gets the rebound. A putback, and the shot is up and good. And that got the Southeast fans excited as they get to 20. Now, that's what the only thing is that Newcastle will give up. I mean, they're going to double team you, and if you get that out from underneath, you've got a free advantage. But I say more times than not, they don't have to end up paying for that. And that's really why Coach Brown doesn't change from that. I love his aggressive style of defense. And that's going to beat them well, I think, in this run to state. They're going to be a fun team to watch. I mean, they already are, but I'm just saying in that run. Nice little turnaround, just unselfish, looking for each other, looking for the open man. Extends the lead to 48. 3:25 left to go here in the third. Don't forget we'll have a second game coming up. Bounces up off the rim and a whistle.
And not only do the Racers play great on-ball defense, like you've mentioned, they play great team defense. They're rotating, the double team is there. They know that they can trust their teammates to have that backside help. Allowing for all these opportunities they have, and their aggressive style of play just gives teams a lot
fits.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, it's was able to knock down the first. Second shot coming up on the way and is good. Makes it 23. Timeout's going to call by Southeast. And is it going to be a 30 or a full?
It's like a full.
Full timeout. So we will take a timeout with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again.
We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma because we wouldn't be a community without you.
Like the big N there, full frame focus there. Thank you, Nathan. Our videographer and color commentator tonight, Nathan Davis, joining us in the broadcast with myself, Eric Sherem. 3:18 remaining, and we're still in the third quarter. As we said, I think the first half went faster than this quarter has. There's been a lot of stoppage of play. Back to action is Newcastle and the all-whites, home whites, crosses the timeline. little stop and pop action, drains it. It's the 2, and now Coach is going to start getting a little bit of the substitutions. You want fresh legs because you are going to play tomorrow in a regional championship game.
Yeah, that's right. And even in the underclassmen on your bench, this is good experience for them. A little playoff experience.
Sure is.
Down the road.
Goes baseline, gets interrupted and stolen again by the Newcastle Racers. But, hey, hands on. Yeah, a little bit too much hands on with the defense. Get frustrated with the pick the pocket, and then I'll try to hold you from advancing. Since both teams are in the bonus, we're going to slow things down here for the remainder of this quarter. Brammer to the line in your HMS charity stripe. First shot up is good. That's another thing too. They've been really well at the free throw line there.
Yeah.
And that's another big key element. When it comes down the stretch, your defensive play, you're able to connect at the line. Very impressive. Was able to see Newcastle earlier on. Well, I actually saw them at the Great Plains Coliseum for the Great Plains Invitational against all 3 Lawton schools, and Newcastle was there. They win that tournament. And then I saw them again play MacArthur. Just really impressed with their defense. I mean, yeah, no slouch to the offense. They put 52 points in the third quarter. I mean, so they're not struggling there either. But I'm just saying, if the old adage is true, defense wins championships, well, you got a really good thing going here. A little bend at the knees, up, hits the front iron, no good. And second shot coming up. Up and in. 2:24 and counting. Going to cross the timeline. Goes baseline, stops, drives, no good. Gets their own rebound, though. Got the offensive boards from way downtown, and yeah, why not kick it? And Brammer is just on fire. I think you can almost call it now. I think he'll probably your player of the game is right there.
The way he's been shooting tonight, Eric, I think I have to agree with you.
Well, not only that, it's defense, too.
Yeah.
I mean, how many steals has he had tonight? The senior really putting on a little bit of a display with 1:48 remaining in the third. Outside rattles in for a 3-ball. I say Southeast says you can play that game, we'll play it with you. Get those to drain, and a 3-ball connects. Backed in the other way, they're not waiting. Stops, pops, no good, rebounded. Spartans come up with the rebound. 1:30 remaining here in the third. And there's a little bit too much. Sloan will pick up the foul. And Cameron Davis will go to the line with 1:25 remaining. In the third quarter. Shot up. Back iron's no good. Yep, we'll have to. I said I was going to do that, and I just got busy with the game, and I want to be able to get you some of the action that we find. Loose ball. It's going to be picked up outside. Going to hit that for another 3-ball with the HMS 3. Why not? It can rain, it can pour. And a 5-second turnover is called. Some updates here for you. Del City at the half led Guyman 47-10. Midwest City at halftime was 38-21 over Altus. try to get you a Carl Albert score, too, if I could. Yeah, Carl Albert, 66-24, Santa Fe South. Really no surprises on any of the OSN teams that will look to advance for the regional championship, which will be played tomorrow. Has danced his way for a nice little move inside the paint, but it does not fall. Newcastle comes with the final 25 seconds. Down below, turnaround jumper is good, and the foul is called. So he'll go to the free throw line for the N1. The HMS charity stripe. And makes it a three-point play. 61-27. Give them a call, 405-392-5413. HMS. With residential, commercial business in Newcastle for the entire metro area for more than 40 years. So Spartans were able to come back right before. And just like that, you see, you come quickly down the court, and know your court awareness to know you can jack it up for another 3-ball to finally end the third quarter. So we'll be back with the fourth and final, 64-29, Newcastle leads. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
CFD. Our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Well, there's your shot of your scoreboard inside the Racer Gym, 64-29 after 3 quarters of play. And we'll welcome you into the fourth and final period. Fourth quarter is brought to you by First United Bank, with over 80 locations across Oklahoma and Texas. Family Bank in every sense of the word, family owned and operated, built on family values and treating you like family. Spend life wisely. Member FDIC. So the final quarter in Newcastle. And the bench is starting to say, okay, we'll add to it as well. And a 3-ball on the way, and the HMS 3-ball is good to connect for the hometown team to bring it up to 67. There it is. That's worth a nice look right here. Alley-oop, slam dunk. And the HMS instant replay shows just what Newcastle is capable of, especially steals, transitions, and taking it home in a very big way. They're trying to make a big statement as they start off in regional play, as a lot of the OSN teams are doing, and you'll kind of see lopsided scores. So another 3-ball coming back the other way, HMS.
It's 8 points off of 3 possessions right here to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just kind of like.
The Racers are in cruise control to the finish line here.
Well, I mean, with the lead that they've got, it's just obvious, and you got bench players in. They're going to have to play a regional championship tomorrow against the winner of this next matchup between Lawton High and Duncan. Can't wait to see that. Good rivalry between those two as 6:20 remaining in the fourth and final. And a whistle on the floor. So the Racers are going to pick up a team foul of 1. Joey Folsom is going to pick up his second. Ready to inbounds. I just say let's not do any fouling here to put them in the bonus at all. Just play pick-up basketball as they are. And across at the 6-minute mark. Of course, Southeast will call it a season after losing tonight. It's the unfortunate about regionals. You know, you have your districts, and then you get placed into this, and your districts kind of decide all the placements of where you're playing and who's going where. And that's deflected as it tries to inbounds. And you lose the first one, and the season is done. What's interesting, you get out of this, and I mean, you know, the winner and the loser of this regional will advance to area. So, you know, because you win your first game, that's the important one. And then area will see another time if you lose one in the area, still work your way around. It's a hard road to take.
Yeah.
To the consolation round as opposed to punching your ticket to state. But, you know, you got all these teams in action this month to get down to the final 8 in each class. And that's pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, making it there alone is an achievement.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, you know, because when you think about it, you got 32 teams in a class, you know. And to say that you were in the final 8, now I know there's no moral victory. Everybody wants to win a championship. Everybody wants to be first. And a steal coming in transition, still pick it up. Newcastle with the ball. 5:22, a little stutter step. Inside, fake to drive the paint, kick out, and we'll play a little round ball pass. A little perimeter. Go around, and, man, we're just spinning around. Loose ball picked up Southeast. Down to the 5-minute mark as he crosses the timeline. Outside corner. Looks to try baseline. Comes up. Loose ball picked up back up top of the key. Looks to drive. Splits 2 defenders. Up and eye off the glass, and he'll go shoot 2. It's going to be the second team foul. Karsten Pepke, the 6'3 junior, is credited with his first, team second. And is able to connect. Newcastle crosses the timeline outside. These are all, oh man, the bench tried to do a slam dunk and he gets put on his keister. We'll get to see that in instant replay. Oh, he tried so hard.
The bench is ready for it.
Do that again right here. They were ready to celebrate for him. Let's do it. Let's do it. The command home and gets it taken out for the foul. The HMS charity stripe shot is up and no good.
You know, got a tight-knit group when your starters are on the bench getting excited for a bench player.
Oh yeah, that's really classy. You know, they practice with you and they want to cheer for you.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, they understand. Creeping down to the halfway point of this contest as we're 4:22 remaining. Don't forget we'll have Lawton High and the Duncan Demons way downtown. 3, ball on the way, no good. Gets the rebound, turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound in Newcastle, double team by Southeast, still playing a little defense. 4:06 remaining, down to almost the halfway point of our fourth quarter and a whistle on the floor. McDonald is going to pick up the foul, and that's going to be the 4th team foul. One more, and they'll put the Racers in the bonus. Ollie oop inside. Turn around and then a bank it, and there's the bench that goes crazy over it. Because, you know, you got a bench player in, but we'll see that here on instant replay. Is alley-oop, gets the contact, he'll do off the bank, is open, off the glass, is good. And now we have a technical or what?
Yeah, I believe we have a technical.
Yeah, we're going to have a technical after that. So I know, it's frustration. I mean, but you know what? These are bench players. These are bench players that, that they're applauding because they don't get a lot of time, on the court. And when they get to do something like that. So we got the bucket. And now the technical. And then we'll come back for the N1. So let's see. That's a lot of points. A lot of points to put up. Second shot coming up. Is good. Well, he's got his work cut out for him.
Yeah. Rare 5-point play there.
That's that's not bad. Coach, put me in more. And they'll get the ball with 3:43 remaining. Going to look to try to round ball this around. Play a little keep well. They're going to feed him again. Double team stripped, and now they're going to say he's fouled. They already put Newcastle in the bonus, so we'll go back to the line. And the HMS charity stripe. Don't stress. Call HMS at 405-392-5413, or you can go to hmscomfort.com to take a look at all of their services. We'll have our player of the game here announced. I kind of told you who we thought that would be. I don't think I've changed my mind with that. Well, after making 5 in free throws, he had missed both of those. 3:22 remaining. Just a formality. Newcastle will advance to the regional championship tomorrow to face on the winner of Lawton and Duncan. That game is coming up next on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and it's a tap away out of bounds. Last touched by Southeast. But, it's a sad point that you play so much basketball and you know that this is going to be, especially if you're a senior, this is the last game on a court. Try to take it all the way underneath. Kind of run out of real estate down below. Nice little move inside the lane, bounces around, picked up by Newcastle with the offensive board, then stolen from Southeast. It goes out of bounds on the line and last touched by Newcastle. And they're going to say an offensive foul, too, with the turnover there for the charge. 2:29 and counting. 3 ball on the way. Back iron's no good. Gets the rebound. Outside again with the 3. This is going to hit the sideboard and then out of bounds, so Newcastle will retain possession. And we'll stop for a substitution. So Deacon Lyles getting in a little bit of trouble, gets stolen, now restolen, coming back down the other way. Stop, pop for a 3 ball, on the way and drains it. For 3, an HMS 3. Up to 82 and the bench players making their mark with 1:50 remaining before the end of this contest. Take a short little break, intermission, and then we'll see you on the other side for a Lawton High Channel production. But when you're on the app or when you're on YouTube, you never have to worry about it because everything live is up there. And that's why, I know a lot of people when they search, they find the Oklahoma Sports Network on oksportsnet.com. But if you're on the app, you'll get all the content right there in the live and upcoming section. And there's a whistle underneath. And McDonald will go to the line. The conclusion of this ball game, We're going to announce our player of the game, our HMS player of the game for Newcastle and the Newcastle Racers, as they advance the regional finals to be played tomorrow night against the winner of our second game with Lawton High and Duncan. Rebound, and Newcastle and Duncan and Lawton have played already, and it was a close contest. With the steal, tries for the slam dunk, misses the opportunity. That'll be a great opportunity for the Spartans. They get the rebound with 1:10 left to go. From way out the arc, from downtown, hits the glass. Rebound by Newcastle. Stolen by Southeast, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. Newcastle with the ball. And finally under a minute. As Brickman inbounds, he almost touches the rebound. A nice little toss back up and in is good with a putback to make it 84. They'll stop the clock for the final 40 seconds, and we'll call it a night. Congratulations to the Newcastle Racers, moving on to the regional championship tomorrow night here at this gym as they will host. Final 46 seconds left to go. Picked up. Loose ball picked up, coming back down the other way. 2-on-1. Misses the slam. Gets the rebound with 30 seconds left to go. Little fadeaway, up and in. Gets the two, and the bench players making their mark with the final 18 seconds left to go.
Yeah, try to make as many plays as possible.
I mean, they're still playing hard. 12 seconds remain. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Spartans. This should end it. They won't have to do anything. They can hold it if they so desire. Don't want to play any defense. Just play keep away the 6 seconds. The claps will start with 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is in the books. Newcastle advances to the regional championship with their win, 86-33. And let's give you your player of the game. Player of the game is brought to you by HMS Cooling and Heating, serving residential homes and commercial businesses in Newcastle and the entire metro area for more than 40 years. Roger, Karen, and Chris, their team would love to take care of your HVAC and plumbing needs. Don't stress. Call HMS 405-392-5413, or you can go to hmscomfort.com to check out all their services. Also, don't forget to ask about their Comfort Keeper program that provides you discounts, keeps your system running smooth and reliable all year long. And we're going to go with what I said. It's Colton Brammer. The 6'2 senior is the OSN Newcastle player of the game. 86-33. We're going to take a brief intermission. We'll be back as the teams warm up. It will be red on red. It's Lawton High, the Wolverines against the Duncan Demons. For Nathan Davis, Eric Sherm bidding you this brief pause, and we'll be back in action right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.